What is up, YouTube? That's here, bringing you guys a singles game I played against Baja. I'm actually going to be using Mega Man Etric, Keldeo, Scizor, Darmanitan, Azelf, and Togekiss versus the likes of Cloyster, Machamp, Arbok, Mega Pinsir, Chandelure, and Rotom Wash. Both of us have pretty great singles teams that aren't super broken. I know a bunch of my Pokemon are in the UU tier, as well as my opponents, but we do have power hitters such as Cloyster for my opponent, Rotom Wash, and I also am packing like a Keldeo. So things are pretty even in this matchup. Like I said, we're not using the very top of the table. Without further ado, let's start things up, get right into it, and bring you a singles game against Baja. So he's issuing a challenge. He's going to be leading off with Mo. I think that's the Cloyster. Cloyster potentially trying to set up a Shell Smash here against my Manectric. So Manectric being my Mega of choice this game, we're going to Mega Evolve, getting rid of Lightning Rod, forsaking that ability, gaining the Intimidate, trying to put a little bit of a damper on that Cloyster if it does decide to go for a Shell Smash off of a Focus Sash this turn. So we're going for a super fast Volt Switch, and we're going to actually fully KO the Cloyster, which makes me think that he's actually running King's Rock. And I don't really know why he stayed in with Cloyster, but he just stayed in. He lets me Volt Switch. He maybe thought that there's nothing he really could have switched to at the moment. I'm actually just going to get to go into Scizor. Scizor, a great Pokemon against most of his team. So he's decided to come in with Arbok here, going for coils. He's going to set up with this Arbok, gaining a attack, defense, and accuracy boost. And against this Arbok, I actually feel like I can just U-turn pretty safely. Like I said, he does have a Chandelure in his team, and I don't really want to fight that. I could set up Swords Dances for days, and they still wouldn't really do that much against a Chandelure. So switching out, I decide to come in with my Azelf here. Azelf has great psychic attacks, setup sets, and Azelf's one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 4. We're going to slam a huge Psyshock into this Arbok. Remember, Psyshock deals physical damage. He did get the Coil last turn, so he had a boost to his defense, but it still was not enough to wall this Azelf. Finally, Chandelure is going to make an appearance, and I'm just going to go for a yellow Psyshock. This is a Sash, Azelf, and I should just be able to trade attacks with the Chandelure no problem. He goes for a Dark Pulse instead of Shadow Ball, which is kind of funny to see. Maybe he thought I was going to switch to something. Speaking of switching, he is definitely going to switch out this turn, go into Pinsir here to eat this second Psyshock. Pinsir, a pretty defensive Pokemon on its own, but Azelf takes no prisoners, critical hitting with another Psyshock, bringing the pain, and he's actually going to Mega Evolve this turn, going Mega Pinsir, gaining that Aerialate ability as well as the Flying type as we saw it take off right there, and unfortunately for him, he's not going to Quick Attack. He actually does not have the speed tiering to deal with Azelf before Mega Evolving. Mega Pinsir, sadly, is going to go down to Azelf, who looks like it's actually on a roll, starting to steamroll some of these guys. These Psyshocks are unreal. Azelf is chunking my opponent multiple times per game, and we see Rotom finally drop Azelf with a super effective Shadow Ball. So, Azelf, you deserve a long rest. MVP, I swear. So Azelf's going to go down. It's now time for one of my favorite Gen 5 Pokemon, Keldeo, to come in. Keldeo's great against the remaining Pokemon this guy has. Going for a Stab Secret Sword, another move like Psyshock that targets the defense of my opponent. So it's going to be able to chunk that Rotom. Main reason why I went for Keldeo here instead of something like Manectric was I saw how he barely ate the Psyshock, and I knew that I could KO with the Secret Sword. We also have the Scald to potentially take out Chandelure, which we're going to see here. So these Pokemon are lining up, and I'm knocking them down. Keldeo is picking right up where Azelf left off, getting ticked a little bit by Life Orb, but it's not going to be enough until John Cena comes on, super big Machamp, and this guy has a really cool move, a really cool animation move, which is really why I'm uploading this battle, because I think it looks so cool. We chunk him with a Hydro Pump, and we're now going to see him use Retaliate. Look how cool this move is. That looks so amazing. And that's pretty much the main reason why I wanted to upload this battle, because I thought that would make a really cool thumbnail. Also, I like playing singles. You guys like watching singles. We're going to come in with our Manitam, finishing things off with a Flare Blitz, totally chunking John Cena out of the game. I wish I had like a little button to play every time he sent this Machamp out. John Cena, ba ba da ba. Anyways, we're going to win the game against Baja, and like I said, it wasn't the closest game, but it was actually really cool to see Mega Pinsir as well as a Machamp and the move Retaliate. So, pretty good stuff. I wouldn't say it was the easiest of sweeps, but we played a few times, and this is just the battle I'm choosing to upload, so it's not like I'm... Actually, do I have any more battles with this guy? Let's see. Let's find out. We have this game against Baja where we use some Ubers, and we have this game where he uses Fortress. I might as well just upload this too. So let's go back into this. Note that I'm using a Torterra in this game and a Latios. So we can go right into this. And he's using mostly the same Pokemon. Note that he's using Fortress instead of, I think, Cloyster. So we're leading off here. He's leading with the Fortress, and he totally pulled a fast one off on me. I'm expecting these standard, like, sturdy Stealth Rocks. And it's actually going to be a bide. So he's going to try and pop a bide. He's taking this to late game from turn 1, eating a huge Flare Blitz. And I'm thinking, man, if this guy wasn't fighting a Darmanitan, that would have been super dangerous. Any attack I hit him for would get hit back at me at, I think, double damage. Bide is such an unused move, but it's kind of funny whenever it goes off. He's now going to come in with Swampert. Swampert is a pretty decent check to Darmanitan. So Darmanitan is actually going to switch out. I don't want anything to do with Swampert. Going into Torterra here to potentially eat a water attack. Battle of the starters. He's going for that very predictable waterfall. And Torterra is pretty bulky. I really just don't know if he has Ice Beam or not. So if he has Ice Beam or Ice Punch for that matter, I wouldn't really want to eat one of those, but I will definitely take the risk, leaving my Torterra in against a powerhouse like Swampert. He's going to switch out, go into Lopunny, and I'm going to go for that Wood Hammer. Pretty big stab damage, 120 I believe base. It might be 110, and he actually Cute Charms me. Cute Charm is going to make Torterra fall in love with the Lopunny, and I don't really want to mess with that. I also don't want to eat an Ice Punch or any other move that Lopunny can really throw out. I don't want him Drain Punching. I decide just to switch out, going into a different Pokemon to minimize some of this damage, going in with Scizor here to block whatever Lopunny really has in store, and then potentially retaliating with a priority Bullet Punch if I have to. So we're going to see a Mega gain the Scrappy ability, which means his attacks will now hit Ghosts. And he's going for the Ice Punch, so he was definitely going for the KO on my Torterra. Scizor doing a great job at resisting that damage. And from here, he's going to withdraw Lopunny, trying to save it for a bit of a later point in the game. Going back into John Cena. Ba-ba-da-ba. And right into a U-turn. So U-turn being my move of choice, I realized he was either going to switch or he couldn't really do that much damage to Scizor with Lopunny. Switching out. Not really wanting to fight Machamp with Scizor. Going into Darmanitan, no chance for him to retaliate this turn. I'm done playing games. Flare Blitz is coming in hot. This is a Choice Scarf Darmanitan, slamming down that 120 sheer force boosted Flare Blitz, as well as stabbing it as well. So pretty big damage. One-shotting Machamp is always something I love doing. He's going to send Cloyster back out though, and I'm sticking around. I'm going for even more Flare Blitzes. Big damage, that's what I'm all about. Coming in on Cloyster, chunking it to about a third, and he has a % chance to go for Shell Smash this turn. Definitely the correct move here, like I said. Last game we saw that he's not running a Sash, so we know that he's most likely running that King's Rock variant. So that's something we gotta watch out for. But Darmanitan is still faster. This is a jolly-natured Choice Scarf Darmanitan, much faster than a full HP invested Cloyster, even after a Shell Smash. Crazy fast Darmanitan coming out here. We're now going to see, I don't remember what this was. Is this Lopunny? No, it's Swampert. Swampert comes out to finally wall Darmanitan, and I don't want to deal with it. I'm saving Darmanitan to deal with Lopunny if need be. Going back into Scizor here, Scizor has a pretty decent matchup against a Pokemon like Swampert, and we actually see the Power Up Punch on the switch. Something we don't really see on Swampert all that often. It is going to give him a +1, and now I'm actually just going to start bug biting him for a bit over half. He then goes for a Stone Edge, critical hit, +1 boosted from the Power Punch, still isn't going to KO. He's actually going to go down to this Bug Bite, and Scizor is on a bit of a roll here. He has Lopunny, and I think potentially one more Pokemon behind it. So Lopunny comes out. He's actually going to send Lopunny out, switch out, and I don't really know why he didn't go for a Fake Out. Going into Arbok here, I'm just going to go for a Bullet Punch. Note this Arbok actually isn't packing Intimidate. We should have noticed that last game, but noticing it now. We see it restore health with Black Sludge, but these last two Pokemon are just lining up to go down. I'm going to keep these Bullet Punches coming, and we're just going to be able to KO Arbok. Remember, Lopunny, I don't really know if it has Fake Out, but one Fake Out should not be enough to lock out my Scizor from this game. So I'm going to go for the Bullet Punch. Bullet Punch is going to come in, priority move, and take out Lopunny, giving me another win against Baja. Like I said, this was a battle from my stream. Pretty good competitor. I mean, I had a lot of fun playing these games, and I really liked seeing that Machamp named John Cena. I thought that was actually really cool. So, thank you guys for watching. We're actually ending the video this time after two videos, after two 2 games. I was only really going to record one, but we still had time for a second one. So I hope you guys stuck around till that second game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.